Dubrovka, everyone. This is my last video from Bulgaria. And before I leave, I wanted to share something I've realized about travel. One of the things I absolutely love about traveling is how much I learn along the way. It's not just about seeing places, it's about understanding the stories behind them. During my time in Sofia and Plovdiv, I discovered a few things that genuinely enriched me that I wanted to share with you. Small facts, bits of history, and cultural details that made me see Bulgaria in a completely new light. So, here are 5 things I learned in Sofia and Plovdiv. And if you stay until the end, there is also a little bonus fun fact that I think you will find really interesting. All right, before Sofia was called Sofia, it was known as Serdica. And fun fact, there is even a metro station in the very center called Serdica to remind everyone of this ancient past. The name comes from an old Thracian tribe called the Serdi, who lived here long before the Romans arrived. When Emperor Constantine the Great saw the city, he is believed to have said, "Serdica is my Rome." That line stuck with me. It shows how important this city was even back then, a place of culture, trade, and power. And when you walk through central Sofia today, surrounded by Roman ruins and modern buildings, you can still feel that mix of old and new, just like a smaller version of Rome itself. Another thing I learned, and honestly didn't expect, is that Sofia was famous for its thermal waters. That's one of the reasons the Romans settled here in the first place. Right behind the mosque in the city center, there are still natural hot springs flowing today. The same waters that people have been using for centuries. You will see locals filling up bottles with hot mineral water for free. It's fascinating to think that what attracted the Romans here 2,000 years ago still attracts people today. The healing, natural energy of the land itself. Something else that completely surprised me, the Cyrillic alphabet, which is used today not only in Bulgaria but also in Russia, Serbia, and several other countries, actually originated here in Bulgaria. It was developed in the 19th century based on the works of 2 brothers, Saint Cyril and Saint Methodius, who were missionaries. They wanted to make education accessible to the Slavic people, and they created an alphabet to do exactly that. Later, their students, especially in the First Bulgarian Empire, adapted and expanded their script into what we now know as Cyrillic. So yes, Cyrillic comes from Cyril, but it truly flourished right here in Bulgaria. And here is something remarkable. Cyrillic is one of the 3 official alphabets of the European Union, alongside the Latin and the Greek alphabets. That means Bulgaria has made not only a historical, but also a living contribution to European culture, one that continues to connect people across countries and generations. Then, when I traveled to Plovdiv, I learned something absolutely mind-blowing. Plovdiv is one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world. Archaeologists have found that people have lived here for around 8,000 years, since the Neolithic period. The first settlers were farmers who came from Asia Minor, modern-day Turkey, and they chose this area because it sits between fertile valleys, perfect for growing crops. Over the millennia, the city changed hands many times. Thracians, Romans, Byzantines, Ottomans, but life never stopped here. When you're in Plovdiv, you realize how much human history is layered beneath your feet. It's humbling. And finally, something much more recent. In 2019, Plovdiv was named European Capital of Culture. That title isn't just symbolic. It brought new energy, art, and life into the city. Many of the creative projects, murals, and festivals you see today are a direct result of that year. I really felt it. Plovdiv has this youthful, artistic spirit that balances perfectly with its ancient soul. It's one of those places where you can walk from Roman ruins to a trendy cafe in 5 minutes And somehow, it all fits together perfectly. Before I wrap up, here is a little bonus fact I found really interesting. The national symbol of Bulgaria is the lion. You will see it everywhere, on mountains, buildings, and even in street art. In fact, I came across this graffiti that captures it beautifully. What I didn't know is that the country's currency, the lev, actually comes from that same symbol. Lev in Old Bulgarian literally means lion. And soon, this will become part of history too, because Bulgaria is expected to adopt the euro on 1st of January 2026, which means the lev will gradually disappear. So, these are the 5 things I learned in Sofia and Plovdiv. Each of them reminded me why I love traveling so much, because every trip teaches me something new about the world and about myself. Bulgaria surprised me in so many ways. It's ancient, rich in culture, and full of stories waiting to be discovered. If you ever get the chance to visit, take the time to explore beyond the surface. You will find layers of history and warmth everywhere you go. That's it for my time in Bulgaria. Next stop, a new country and new lessons to learn. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.